Hello, my name is Carx82 and welcome back to our GregTech New Horizons Season 3. Just over by my crops because I was debating whether I wanted to start leveling them, but then I started thinking, I don't know how much time and effort I want to put into these right now. It's not like super important. We don't really need like high stat crops until later in the pack, and to be honest, it's quite specific in the resources that you need from them. We could do the stone lilies. They're always pretty good. Like a yellow stone lily I think is good for end dust. The granite ones are also really good because granite, I think it's what the something B. It starts with B. What's the thing we get? Basalt? No. Potassium. Has this changed? I feel like that has totally changed. That used to be something different. I feel like. Is it silicon we got from it or aluminum? I swear, like, yeah, we used to get something from that, but that, I believe, has changed since we did that. I do remember we were processing this. I remember sending that into an electrolyzer, but yeah, just quickly glancing at this, I'm like, that doesn't look like something I would be. I want to say it was maybe the silicon dioxide. The yellow stone lilies, you get end stone dust, I believe. I think that's what you get from them. So yeah, there are like uses for it. As you can see, like, okay, you get 2 platinum, and the tungstate is another good one, but it's 37%. You need 36 of these. So like, if you are actually doing this for resources, you really need like either a lot of crops or some decent stats. The greenhouse, is the greenhouse LUV? IC2, yeah, IC2 crops are LUV. It does do normal crop. I never actually used this for normal crops. Yeah, I never actually used it for normal crops. Also, I just saw that recipe. Yeah, we're a little far away from that. All right, but yeah, I was just thinking, I'm like, oh, we could, like normal crops, we could do. I really do need to sort out our food situation. If I'm not going to go with the canning route, which we can do now, cans or can't food tin cans. Is that what it is? Tin cans. There it is. I saw it. We are at the stage where we'd obviously have to get a higher tier bending machine, but we could do the tin cans, and the tin cans basically get rid of any of the spice of life stuff. But I've actually been kind of having fun trying to get as many foods as possible. So I may not go that route again, but yeah, we got to figure out what I want to get done. I think I will possibly start working towards the distillation tower. Is that not integrated? Distillation tower. Okay, just kidding. We need EV circuits. We could work on our circuits. All right, let me me figure out what we want to do. Or we could do Thaumcraft. Well, Thaumcraft would be the other thing to start working on. I don't particularly want to do Thaumcraft because I just don't particularly like this version of Thaumcraft anyway. But I mean, we could do that. That's kind of what we're working towards. All right, let me think about what I want to do. Also, I just saw impregnated stick. Those are annoying because actually I have seed oil. Didn't we get seed oil from a? I purposely took it. We do have seed oil. I'm like, I remember taking that as a reward specifically because I know it was annoying. Iron caps, yeah. Naga scales, we would have to kill the Naga. I don't know, maybe, should we do a little Thaumcraft? Okay, we are back, and I think may take a little break today from trying to like push progression and starting like Thaumcraft and stuff. I don't particularly feel like doing that, so I might do some more like building and stuff and planning. So I'm thinking if we are gonna stay in our little treehouse, which I'm actually really enjoying. I know I've said that a couple times, but we are gonna have to start expanding. So I think we do have this over here, and I think I'll probably, now that we have the blast furnace up, I think I may just say we're done with these. I'm thinking we're not going through an absolute ton of steel anymore either. So I'm thinking maybe it's time to, oh, these are wrenches, aren't they? That's a pain. Yeah, to break all this down. I never ended up getting 4 of them. I found it was plenty quick enough just using the 2 and then just letting them like run for hours on end. I found that pretty easy. Need my crowbar to get some of this stuff off. So I'm thinking possibly moving our blast furnace over here. I think maybe. I don't particularly want the blast furnace in the main chunk of our base because it is it does cause a lot of pollution, especially if I am smelting up, 200 stainless steel in a row, and we have our LV circuits, not circuits, LV muffler hatch. Like, we're just going to be getting a whole bunch of pollution in the base, and I don't particularly want that. So I think I'm going to move this over here. There is room for, we could set up 4 blast furnaces as well. So we're kind of set up. So I think I may just, not right this second, but moving forward, maybe... Just trying to think, like, because the cable loss right now is a bit painful. But once you start getting to HV, like, it really starts being less and less of an issue until you get to a point where you don't even think about it anymore. Yeah, because this is 2 loss. And then if you're doing like 4 amps, you're losing. Actually, you would be, if you use gold cables, you'd only have to use 2x. So you'd be losing 4 per block. And we're looking at this, like, if I'm running like 30 blocks, you're losing 128 EU per tick. And that can start causing issues when you have recipes that require 480 EU per tick, because then... Yeah, I knew that was going to go pretty soon. Actually, maybe I will... Now that we've done that, maybe I should grab a wrench too while we're here. HV? Yeah, we might as well do HV. We're here in this thing. Obviously not, I don't know which... Bismutite? Don't even know what that is. Never used that in our other season. Oh, is this all the wrenches? There's definitely a lot less wrench. Unless... Oh, this is just like the weird ones. Yeah, that's like all the weird ones. Just, I'm assuming the regular ones aren't there. What? Actually, what is our vanadium steel? I think we're at vanadium. No, actually, vibrant alloy. Can we do vibrant alloy yet, or is that next tier up? Because we do have energetic alloy, we do have an ender eye, we do have chrome. No, all right, we can't do that yet. I didn't think we could, but steel, like black steel, could possibly be a thing. I just don't know. I don't know what thing I want to do. Also, what? Oh, do I have? Just realized. Do I have? I don't know if I have enough lithium for that. I might have to go get more lithium, which I don't particularly want to do. If we do, I may. You know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, I may just do like the LV one. Alright, let me figure out which one I want to do. I can't decide. Okay, I decided actually just to go with the black steel, and I didn't even think... It didn't even register right at first that I don't actually need the largest one. I forget, one of the tools needed the lithium batteries. I think it was the soldering iron? I think one of them actually needed a lithium. It wasn't optional. So I was, in my head, I was thinking it wasn't optional, but it actually, I think it was. So I just need to get a couple more. I need screws and a ring. Yeah, I can't wait to autocraft, but we're kind of a ways away from that. All right, there we go. Unfortunately, probably won't ever be using these rings again, so they'll literally just sit in a chest till the end of time. And same with these. I only need 2. Wait, I have an MV lathe. Yeah. All right. I think. Oh, what did I do? Whoa! When did that become a thing? Right? Oh, those are steel. Dang it! Whoops. Well, I just wasted 2. Oh well, it doesn't really matter. That's funny. I was looking at that, I was like, why is that showing as a red X when I have them? I just crafted them. I'm like, that's alright. My fault, but to be fair, I mean, if you look at that, are you gonna think, oh yeah, that's totally regular steel, not black steel? I mean, I guess I probably should have looked at the recipe, but whatever, don't judge me. Just kidding. It's going on YouTube, of course you're gonna judge me. Alright, and I mean that in the most lighthearted way. I appreciate all the comments. every day. I read them all. And some of them are very amusing. Alright. What do I need? I need hammer, screwdriver. I think my hammer is almost dead too, isn't it? Almost. I think we'll be good. Alright, there we go. Almost. The hammer's almost gone. But black steel seems to be pretty good, actually, because we get... well, anyway, well, let's just make the thing and we'll see. Screwdriver, that... There we go. So, 307,000 durability. Whereas, like, regular steel... It wasn't anywhere near that, if I remember correctly. Trying to find regular steel. The ingot is so difficult. Yeah, 50,000. And they're both the same level, so... I don't know why that's 50,000 durability. Oh, I guess that's the smallest one. Alright, so it's 204,000. Yeah, I was comparing the kind of wrong ones. Alright, so we could put this in here. I could also put it in the battery buffer. If I want to speed that up a bit. Actually, that's not going to be any faster because it can only pull so many amps, but there is a armor charging. I don't think I ever ended up making one. Just because it just felt like really expensive for how much use I was. And it requires a HV circuit? Like, no thanks. We'll just do that. Alright, I'll finish that at some point. Also, I lost my sword somewhere. It must have been when I died. Ooh, that's so much faster. Yes. So I'm gonna, as my tools go, I will slowly replace them with the electronic versions, just because they are so much better. Okay, so yeah, so I'm thinking, well, obviously we'll do the same thing. We'll just basically, we'll replace the other blast furnaces with that, but I think we're not quite there yet. We could always even, since the transformers use like, so like EV to HV actually uses HV materials, which is kind of nice. We could actually, if we wanted to, transform it up into EV and then use EV cables to transport the power over and then transform it back down. That could be an option as well, just because there is less cable loss the higher tier. It's not like less, it's a lower portion of it, for the power, I guess you want to say. So you're losing 1 for every 2,000 EU, whereas this one would be 1 every 500. So it's just a lower portion, but we're not quite there yet. We're still we're still in the MV age, but we're working on the HV stuff for the most part. Although, as I was looking at that, HV energy hatch is something we're going to have to start working towards as well. I should just throw that there. Coolant cells. And these. I think these are the bottleneck. Not bottleneck, the gate. So I'm gonna have to, before we get those HV things, we're gonna have to do that. But all right, so I'm gonna do the blast furnaces over there, and then the power will come through like under here somewhere. We could possibly, I think I made that wide enough that you could actually fit a cable through it. That would be kind of annoying to do, but possibly. Yeah, and then I think we're gonna need more, because we're basically going to be switching over to HV. I mean, as I slowly replace all these, we're going to be replacing them with HV. So HV is going to be like the big one. And we'll especially be doing auto crafting with that makes, yeah, now that I'm thinking about it, I mean, it's fine for now, but this setup is not great for auto crafting. Okay, so I've been kind of sitting, just trying to, I'm looking at my map, trying to figure out kind of how we want to move forward, because I need to kind of prepare to expand the base. We're starting to get into, you know, polluting power generation and stuff, so we're gonna want to move that away from this main chunk. Maybe even like a 3x3. You kind of want it maybe like over here would be your power generation and your kind of main source of power. So I was kind of thinking, and as I'm talking, this is making more sense in my head. I think maybe we'll go this way. And I think kind of like build out this way. I was gonna switch to, maybe I should switch to, I was just thinking like full blocks are, to be honest, they're a little easier to build with. So maybe before I do that, I'll switch these over. But yeah, so I'm thinking this is gonna go off this direction. And then we'll bring the power in. But I do want this to be kind of the center. Also, I'm noticing, just noticed, like, I did not build that in the middle of the chunk, did I? It's kind of off-centered. But if we, say, have, like, combustion generators over here. Whoa, that looks different. Same recipe, but that looks different. I like that. It looks more like energy. They look like intake, air intake or whatever. Before they didn't look like. It didn't really look like it was. That's where the air would enter the multi-block. But yeah. So I'm thinking that would be, yeah, like in this chunk. Let's throw that up. Yeah. So that will be over here. We'll bring in the thing, and I might even, when we get to that, I might even invest in some, usually I don't, but the superconductor, we could always do like EV. I don't remember what color is EV. Where are you? Where is it? IV, HV. There it is, the green one. All right. Yeah, so I was thinking we could even use these, even though it's like really expensive. Like every 9 wires require a pump. But if I build it far enough away, we can always just spend some resources getting that into the base without any loss. All right, so I think, yeah, as I'm doing this, I'm kind of like, okay, I think I want to do that. So power will be coming in, and then probably underneath we will eventually, like, all this will be gone. This is very, like, early game setup. All this will be gone too. Eventually we will have the Lapatron supercapacitor, just because trying to do a base without this is not going to be fun. So that will be like right in the center. Okay, so then we'll start branching out. Yeah, that's probably what we'll do. I don't know. Yes, I know, Steam. I think this is the... Yeah, this is about the center. So I think we'll be... Yeah, we'll be sending like cables out this way, I think what we'll do. Also do like my fireflies to stop mobs from spawning there without putting torches on it. I thought that would have looked so silly, having torches on the tree limbs. Okay, so the power will be coming down here. I think, you know what? I think I'm gonna go this way. Yeah, I think I want to do that. So instead of like coming out the side here, I think I'm gonna build off like the branches. Maybe go like up and around. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Now, I'm actually going to also maybe make it different levels so it's the base doesn't look so grid-like. So maybe if we do that, 1, 2, 3, and then how am I doing this? The next one is up. All right, and then I would like to kind of go on an angle, but to be honest, that is like a real pain. I don't know. Maybe if we do something like this. Also, I can't see the problem with this though, like if I end up doing fences, then it gets like really, really annoying if I'm going on an angle. I don't know if I like that. Okay, we are back. I've gone ahead and changed this because I realized as I was doing it... Actually, no, that's not how I do it, is it? I realized that we had floating fences because obviously you can't do... They don't go on like the half slab, so I was like, oh, I don't want floating fences because I do want all these walkways to have that. So I think this is kind of what I'm gonna do. And as I'm building it out, I'm like liking it more and more actually. Oh, I have to throw some of this down, but yeah, I think we'll do that. And then up into a kind of area, which we're gonna need a clean room coming up here, so that is also something we're gonna have to get sooner than later. We always end up doing the 5x5 at first. Yeah, I think we'll do that. We'll have maybe one more layer up into this chunk. Man, it looks scary down there, doesn't it? Just black. Nothing. There's nothing down there. Looks like a void. So as I'm hanging over the edge, I'm like, this is kind of terrifying. Yeah, I think I like that. And then the platform will be out there. I don't really, I'm not trying to go for like 100% like efficiency. Okay, yeah, if I need to go use something in the clean room, yeah, I'm gonna have to run out here and stuff like that, but I don't know. I want the base to look kind of cool at least. I'm really trying not to have a flat gray platform again because although it didn't bother me at all, let's be honest, it didn't look very good. Alright, so I think that's what we'll do. And then eventually we'll get kind of like more aesthetic building. So it kind of looks like it's being supported by the thing. I don't know how I'll do that. Maybe I'll branch out. Like the tree itself, if we want to, we can go on an angle and stuff, which is not a problem, but for like pathways and stuff, that would have been annoying trying to go on an angle. This we can. Well, you know, we can come out here and then have it look like it's connected to the platform, kind of like how I did that. I don't know. I do kind of like that, actually. Okay, so I think that is good. Yeah, and then don't think we're going to be moving this stuff out of here. At least until we start getting auto-crafting. Auto-crafting is really where your base starts taking shape for endgame. You really got to figure out what you're doing when you start getting into auto-crafting. Alright. So, as I am trying to sort out how we're going to expand on the base, I do kind of need to sort out my food because it's starting to be kind of annoying. So I have actually just gone ahead and crafted up a fish trap. I was looking through the quests and I saw fish trapping. I was just thinking I needed some. Hey, Mr. Creeper. It would be kind of cool if we could automate the fish. So I've gone ahead and just thrown down a fish trap, thrown some fish bait. I don't remember if that's the way it works. I can't remember if it needs to be down one, or does it just need to be touching water? I don't really remember. So I just threw that in there, and hopefully it'll we'll get some fish. There's no indication that it's actually working, but all right. So I am kind of satisfied with how I think we're going to expand the base. I would just really like to not have to keep tearing down our power, like every time we start upgrading. Like I really want to get it sorted so we have a main port for our power and then we can just branch out from there. But I just am trying not to do such a grid. So I mean it's still kind of grid-like, but if I put the other room up here, it's not so like all just straight lines and boxes like we did in the first season. So I am trying to make a decent looking base, but man, is it slow going. but I think I am liking how the base is turning out. But anyway, next episode we'll come back and maybe we'll jump back into getting some more progression. Anyway, that's going to be for today, so thanks for watching. Have a good one.